Am I the a-hole for calling out my girlfriend for doing more for her friends for Valentine's Day than for me? I try to do little stuff for her. Or when I see something I think she'd like, she doesn't. I chalked it up to different people do things differently. Very true. Christmas came and I got her some stuff. She said she couldn't do anything because she had to get a lot of presents for her family. Sucks, but no big deal.
I guess you're not her family.
Correct.
Well, Valentine's Day, ... I got her favorite candy and some other stuff. A few days prior to Valentine's Day, I had seen she posted on social media out shopping for this person and that person's Valentine's present. I think I feel what's coming. Meaning she was getting stuff for 2 of her friends. We were both off work yesterday, so we spent the day together. I gave her a gift and she sort of sat there awkwardly and said,
I didn't get a chance to get you anything.
It's like as if you're seeing a friend that you haven't seen for a while. You get them something and they say, "Oh, sorry, I didn't get you anything."
Yeah.
But it's your partner.
I said, but you managed to get stuff for friends. She said, yeah, but that was only because they said they had gotten me something. I said, yeah, but so did I. And since it's Valentine's Day, don't you think you should at least get a card for your boyfriend?
You would think so.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe flowers.
Sure. She said I was going to, but I ran out of time. I said, funny, you had time to get stuff for them though. Why does it seem like I always come last? She said, what do I mean? She said, what am I, not supposed to have friends and just only hang around with you? Sorry for having friends.
Yeah, 'cause that's what that means.
I love when people do that. But it'd be nice if I wasn't just giving all the time and you taking. That's a strong statement to say. Not that it might not be true, but you're kind of starting something. When you say something like
It's
that.
the beginning of the end.
But
I think it might be our first male dump. We've always dumped the husband.
yeah,
Dumper.
maybe. Let's at least finish the query. She said I made her feel like shite and didn't need to call her out and went home. Yeah, because no one likes to be called out on the things that they're doing wrong. How dare you tell me?
It is a difficult thing to be told.
Well, it's hard to hear like the truth sometimes.
But then don't play the victim.
Well, it's easy like that. You get to leave. We haven't talked. It sucks being in a relationship and just giving and giving. Am I the a-hole?
Based on what you've told.
Yes.
Yes, you think so?
No, based on what you told, I was waiting for you to finish your sentence.
Based on what you told? I don't think so. Maybe it could have been approached earlier or in a different fashion. Were you at the park? Were they at the park?
The park?
I don't know. I just feel like the whole thing happened at the park.
I don't recall reading the park. Does it make a difference to you if they were at the park?
Well, if you were to bring up an issue, it wouldn't be in a public settings that I would do it.
No. What I would say is it seems valid to feel the way he does, but maybe because he also seems like he only mentioned it when he's at the end of his tether with it, like when it's been going on and he's feeling bad about it, trying to blow it off, no big deal. But then maybe it's not sitting down and talking about it, it's you exploding a little bit and saying things that probably were hard for her to hear, and maybe she didn't think of it like that and wasn't intending it to be that way. And sometimes a more softer approach could have actually maybe had a conversation happen.
Yeah, I would say if you would have brought it up earlier, most likely you would be dumping her.
What?
You wouldn't be dumping her.
I just wonder why he, the last sentence, it sucks being in a relationship and just giving and giving. Well, I mean, no one's forcing you to be in that relationship, I hope.
Yeah, or giving that much.
Yeah, and it's not about the giving. I don't think it's about the gifts you get. It's feeling appreciated the way you seem to appreciate your girlfriend.
Not always being last on the list.
Yeah, especially as she's thinking of others because they're getting her gifts. I mean, she probably knew that her boyfriend, who historically has been giving her gifts for things, would get her something. So it does seem like a bit of a lame excuse. I don't think you're the a-hole at all. I do think, though, that when there are issues in relationships, letting them fester makes them grow bigger and bigger, and then often you don't have constructive conversations because you're both probably going to end up just upset.
Not the a-hole. To the comments!
Not the a-hole. If she didn't want to feel guilty about not getting you a gift, maybe she should have got you a gift.
Yes.
Not to mention the manipulation at the end of sorry for having friends. Yeah, that friends comment, that is so manipulative.
Yeah, manipulation 100.
You're distracting from what the person's actually saying. You're trying to distract. It's kind of lame, actually. Yup, very manipulative. Not a healthy relationship at all. Not the a-hole. You're allowed to call out your girlfriend when she's BSing like this. Her reaction is a big red flag.
Mm-hmm.
It's so immature. I wonder how old they are. It feels immature. Like, you were right, they're at the park. She just sounds like a selfish person. I don't think she cares about OP like OP cares about her. Text her the good old, sorry this isn't gonna work, and dip out. She doesn't deserve anything less than that. Truly well said.
Dumper. No, I don't think she's selfish. Because she cares about her friends. I just think she doesn't care for you.
Yeah, I think she doesn't want to put the effort in.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would dump her.
Dump her. First date went really bad.
That often happens.
Yeah. Hey Reddit, I, 30 male, so it's another male. So woke. I recently went on my first date after coming out of a long-term relationship. It was rough. I've always been more of an introvert, but after the breakup, my confidence has taken a massive hit. I was genuinely excited to try dating again. Well, good for you.
What a fool.
Woo! I was genuinely excited to try dating again, but the moment we met, I panicked and everything fell apart. I was shivering, sweating, couldn't think of what to say, and
Was it you?
That's why I chose it. And the conversation was full of awkward silences. That's how our first date went.
It's half on her too, though. It's half on the other person too. Like, awkward silences are not just his fault.
Yeah, no, that's true. Let's see this the follow-up. Not the follow-up. The
rest of the story?
The rest of the story. She was the total opposite. Extroverted, confident, chill, and seemed to have everything figured out. She talked with ease and gave specific, thoughtful answers, while I fumbled and replied with vague answers. I felt like I hadn't mentally prepared for it at all. Also, we didn't talk much before meeting. Just a few messages. Any tips for introvert trying to get back into the dating world, especially when you have lost all your confidence? Well, to begin with, go to the bathroom more often so you can gather your thought.
Did that help?
No. It is a trick though. Your awkward silence, have to go to the bathroom.
Oh yeah, it's great.
It does give her opportunities to text her friends and see if she should leave or not.
He's in the bathroom again. That's what's being texted.
It wasn't what you were saying. He's again in the bathroom. It's like the third time in 15 minutes.
And then he comes out and he still doesn't say anything.
That's probably enough about us.
The first dates are hard to begin with. Coming out of a long-term relationship, being rusty. Just set up a lot of dates. And the next, that's hard to do to begin with as well. But
Well, it depends from whose perspective, I guess.
you're gonna get better with time. Just have to get through it.
Okay, well, I'll give some actual advice. Of course, it's awkward, but I think when it comes to conversation, you just have to go with what seems like natural follow-up questions to things. If someone asks you, have you traveled much? The normal thing to say would be, you answer the question, and then you say, how about you? Have you traveled? And then, from that, you might get an idea of where would you like to travel to? I think...
Wow. That's amazing.
And so it's okay, especially if the other person is like more of an extrovert, he was saying. Then they're doing a lot of talking and you can kind of feed off of the things they're saying and at least ask them back to them. That's minimum. You don't know how many people that I've heard feel like they go to a date and like no one is actually asking questions to find out about them, and isn't that the point? Especially if you haven't done a lot of talking already, it makes it even easier to me. You ask the basic questions for starters, and then maybe that will kind of make you more comfortable, and then you feed off of their conversation. It's like a back and forth. It's a conversation. It is hard, and especially if you're nervous, everything goes out of your head. I understand that. That's why kind of responding to what they're saying, and minimum have in your head a little mantra of, let me ask the same question back to them.
I feel personally targeted.
And then they'll talk a little bit more, and maybe you can hear something they'll say within that responding that will make you think of another question to ask them.
I would say to you, OP, this is very good advice. I've been trying to implement it on dates, just
life
conversations, and I never seem to be able to do it.
I think you just have to see the other person as a human that you want to get to know.
But you just get so much like in your head. That's the thing. It's like, oh my god, what am I going to talk about? Then you end up just talking about yourself.
And I think that's a big problem, because then it, for one, it makes you seem really self-centered, and for two, it makes you seem like you really don't care about the person that's sitting in front of you.
Which is not the case, though.
Even if you don't end up connecting with them, I feel like if you just put yourself in the mindset of, I'm trying to get to know someone, that's it. No expectations.
Yeah. Alright, do we have comments? As an introvert, I'm attracted to extrovert. Well, that's nice, I guess. They have all the qualities that I normally lack. I think the best thing you can do is probably treat them like a guy. No expectation. And just a cool person to hang out with. Yeah, that's probably probably what they think about you. No expectation. You have to be relaxed and in the moment. I'm working on this myself because I don't like talking to people in general. Well, that does help to like talking to people when you're dating. But good on you for working on it.
And with that,
Happy Valentine's Day! Subscribe! Bye.